Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm so grateful you're here. As you can see, if you've been following along, I'm kind of in a place of chaos in my life right now. And that's a really good opportunity for me to come and talk to you about meditation, talk to you about the present moment, and how incredibly important that is to truly understand and to put into my life and put into practice. Also, if you stay to the end, I have a gift for you from Sonia, a meditation on removing limiting beliefs. All these things are connected together. And I want to talk to you right now about something that is very important in the spiritual journey. It's very important in trying to create and manifest the life that you want. Whatever your goals and dreams are, it doesn't matter. This is a critical piece of this puzzle. So most people, and I'm going to go way out there, I'm going to say 99.9% of people have a stream of consciousness in their head that is a series of thoughts. We all have them. We all have thoughts throughout the course of the day. There's this narrative that's going on inside our mind. And the day that I understood that narrative, those thoughts, those words in my head that I was hearing, those words are not me. I am not what I think. What I truly am is the one who's above those thoughts, the observer of those thoughts. And when I move up to that place and I realize and I look at those thoughts in the way that I used to think, in a situation like this, the way that I used to think would be, oh my God, this is too much. I'm completely overwhelmed. This is terrible. This is happening. That is happening. And everything is awful and I can't take it. I've got this to do and that to do and that hasn't happened and this person didn't do that. All that stuff creeping into my mind and making me sick. Sick with worry, sick with resentment, sick with self-pity and self-righteous anger, pride. Follow me now. I'm going to teach you something. This is important. I am not those thoughts. I am the one who gets to decide what I do with those thoughts. Now, the thoughts come because they come from our core beliefs and the way that we were programmed when we were younger, the things that we taught and we learned from other people. And if you had an environment that was hypercritical or you had an environment that was full of resentment and anger, you're going to carry those things because you heard them from other people. And those things, they all make sense. They're all true. Everybody has all kinds of stuff they can look at. We can look in the world and say these things are bad. But the the just absolutely mind-blowing, break-free type thing is through meditation. It's being able to look at those thoughts, stop those thoughts, and change them into something else. I have the capacity today to look at my surroundings, and yes, of course, this is mildly upsetting to me. Anyone doing these kind of things where you're moving and all your stuff's all everywhere and unpacking and you can't find things, of course it's going to be something that has a negative impact on you because your whole life is out of order. But the reason that I can stay in this and be more or less okay is because I do not believe everything I think. In fact, very little of what I think is actually real stuff. It's just chatter, that chattering noise in my head. Few people ever identify that. They just believe the chatter and go on with it. And they stay stuck. They stay stuck. And it gets worse and it gets worse. And we believe and no one, and we never realize that we can disagree with ourselves. And through meditation and being able to learn to be still, to learn to take that chatter and make it quiet, where you can have periods of no thought and stay in the present moment, free of judgment, free of attachment. Silence that negative Nancy thing going on up here. And people will tell you, and I know maybe right now you're watching this video and you just heard what I said. Oh God, I can't do that. That's impossible. That's the voice that needs to be silenced. That excuse generation machine that's afraid and doesn't want to go out there and try. What I'm telling you has the capacity forever to change your life. Forever. It changed my life forever. Anytime I want to now, I can just stop. I can stop, I can take a breath and turn that voice off. It took years of practice to do that. But I didn't let anyone tell me that I couldn't, because my thoughts were making me physically ill with worry, ill with that resentment and anger and all that angst inside. All you got to do is turn on the news and you can see it. Immediately, you're going to get that way. All you have to do is go out and go into traffic and you can feel it, right? Learning how to go through those situations like water off a duck's back. And it came through learning how to meditate. It came through learning how to identify that my thinking is highly suspect at all times. All times. It's mostly just negative stuff and judgments of others and complaining. And I don't say these things because I'm trying to be hard on anybody. What I'm saying is that I am bigger than all of that that's going on inside my head. I have the power to change that story. And the more discipline and the more effort I put towards that, those thoughts that used to come up automatically that were bad, now I can have automatically awesome and good thoughts come up too by reprogramming myself. But I can't do that until I learn to be still, until I learn to slow that narrative down, because it's very excitable. And the more that you think about trying to stop it, the more it's going to be telling you, you can't do that. That's impossible. Is that voice going on right now in your head? It's possible. In fact, I bet that it is, at least to a degree. Remember, I didn't let anyone tell me I couldn't. I learned how to stop thinking. I learned how to silence that ridiculousness in my head. And then I was able to learn to program and put something new in place. And I really want you today, if you're still here, if you haven't clicked the link yet, there's a link in the description. You're going to have Sonia has a new meditation out specifically for programming about limiting beliefs, the things that hold us back. And if you watch this video and your mind's going, oh, I don't know if I see, those are limiting beliefs. We hold ourselves back. People can present us with exactly the solution that we need, and the mind will go, nope, that's not going to work. I can't do that because of this, because of that, because of this. And the excuses machine, it just comes right on cue, right on cue. I know it still happens to me. I'm trying to do things that are progressively harder and harder in my life. I'm currently here, and I don't say these things to brag. It's not to brag. I'm just giving you an example of what could be possible. I've got my online business. I have this YouTube channel now where I'm trying to come and teach people about different things that they can do to improve their lives. I have the paperwork right here, and I have the stuff coming so that I can submit for my C8 license, which is a concrete contractor's license here in California. And my wife has her schooling going. We have a lot going on. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this had I not learned how to first be still, first how to meditate, how to observe my thoughts and really pay attention. Pay attention the next time your mind starts running. What is it saying? What kind of things is it saying? Is it hateful? Is it helpful? Is any of it really real? Is it just me trying to sound better than other people? Is it me having that shadow boxing in my head where I'm fighting someone that's not even in the room with me? Ooh, they said something to me. Well, you know what I would have said. Heck, that thing can happen where you think about something in an argument you had 20 years ago that we should have said. That's all insanity. And through meditation, I can silence that monkey mind and silence all of that nonsense that's in the way of me connecting with people. It's in the way of me accomplishing the things that I've set out to do, whatever goals I have, all that time spent thinking about nothing, nonsense. And through meditation, I can learn to stop that. So if that's helped you guys, please subscribe. Please subscribe, share this video, hit the like button, comment below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts on this are. I really would. And, see if you can go ahead and grab that meditation. And I will talk to you soon. I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.